Welcome back, Empire. I know it looks a little bit weird because it's zoomed in so far to my face, but the reason is because we have a special guest. Mar, this is my apprentice. I've been teaching her for
almost 2 years.
So today we are going to be talking about some tattoos again. I wanted to have her along with me because she's still in the learning phases, so I wanted to get her unbiased opinion because I'm pretty biased. So yeah, are you ready?
Yes.
You ready? Are you guys ready? Let me give you some premise on this first one. It is a lettering tattoo. It's not that much to it. Just want to show you, and then we'll talk about it. Holding my breath. So there, right? Not much to it. It's just a lettering, like I said. We can go ahead and get to the end result so we can look at it while we talk. What do you think about the entirety of the video?
In the entirety?
Yeah.
It looked like it was being gone over a lot.
Okay. Do you notice what I noticed?
That the C had a blown out line, so they made it thicker?
No. Oh. He didn't make a stencil. NANI? It was all freehand.
That's really good.
No. So
no, that was.
It's good for being freehand, right? But the reason why I don't think it's a good idea is because here, one, it kind of looks like it's on a baby's arm the way he's holding it.
With the stretching and the changing.
Yeah, so one of the reasons why we make stencils is, one, to make sure it's in the right placement, make sure it's the right size, all the lines are where they're supposed to be, stuff like that. I think specifically for lettering, it is the most important because with letters, any mishap makes a big difference. As we both know, and as you guys should know, when I seen this video, it gave me a young adult memory that I had. When I was learning how to tattoo, I was like 18 or so, like in my early years of tattooing, I would hang around tattoo shops. One of the tattoo shops I hung around in, there was one guy. He was super cool. Like, he invited me in, not taught me anything, but he gave me pointers here and there, and he even let me stencil my own tattoo when he tattooed me. Super cool dude. If I could find him, I would love to reach out to him, but I can't. But there was other guys in there, the shop owner. Actually, I made a YouTube video talking about this shop. So if you want to know who I'm talking about, scroll down a little bit. I think the title is Worst Shop or something like that. So this is the shop I'm talking about. The owner, trash. And there's another guy in there. He was cool. I knew him before I knew him in the shop because he would tattoo people I knew. This seemed like he did good work, so nothing to complain about. But one day I was there. The guy that I personally knew wasn't there, so I was just shadowing him. A guy came in to get a name tattoo. He had a name, and he wanted in loving memory above the name. He came in as a walk-in. The guy, I don't know if he did this normally or if he was trying to show off because I was there or whatever was going on. He decided to do the tattoo completely freehand, no stencil, no marker, no pen, straight needle, like this. And he starts off with the N, I-N. He did it a good size, the letters were a good size. And then he went to the memory. The M started off about the same size as the I-N. And then as he went further and further, it slowly got smaller and smaller and smaller.
Like a slant?
Yeah, you know how when you write, when you're a kid and you write happy birthday on a poster and you start with a big ass H and then it gets smaller because you run out of room? That's what he did. I don't know if I could put it on editing, but pretend this is his arm, right? So the name was here, centered on his arm. He started with the I-N at the same point as the name was.
Oh.
Yeah. So for him to make it symmetrical, the in loving memory would have had, in loving, so he started with the L and it, whatever, would have to fit within the same size as that name was. It didn't.
Was it a short name too?
No, well, I don't remember the name. I just remember the circumstances. So as he went further and further and everything got smaller, it wrapped around the arm. So it was completely unsymmetrical.
And out of proportion.
Out of proportion, it's unsymmetrical, everything bad you want when it comes to a lettering tattoo. So the moral of the story is stencil your stuff. At the very least, draw it with marker so the proportions and stuff like that. But like I said, something like this, it says what 2-minute tattoos look like. He probably only did it for the video, I would hope. I doubt this is his daily practice, that he does this all the time. But like you said, he did the initial lines like one pass, so it was pretty quick. Yeah, so it's, yeah.
Because that's what I noticed, but when...
Right here?
Yeah, but I don't think maybe that is a blowout.
Maybe.
But maybe not, though, because I think when they wiped that, I think it was just spreading. I take that back. I apologize.
Nah, fuck that. We don't apologize for nothing around here. Yeah, he double passed them to make them thicker and stuff like that. I do think that if he stenciled it, it would be a little bit cleaner, but it's not bad. For something he probably charged like $50-$60 for it. It is what it is. Pretty fucking cool, man. No, we don't clap. The whole point of this series is we're not clapping for stuff. Except for that one I posted on the last one. Y'all saw it. So this is the next video.
That was his first tattoo?
That's what it says.
That's what it looks like.
It does look like that. He is pretty bare from what we can see. Yeah, even his arms are like in the corner. His arms look naked. So yeah, he got the holy throat.
He got a holy throat.
He got a holy throat. Any takeaways? Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
The color alone, like going, I don't know if there's a significance going...
Not to the line?
Yeah. Which
Not,
maybe it should like have a little bit, but I feel like if you're gonna do that, you have to be very meticulous with like how
like
you're
following
making that.
the shape and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a bad tattoo. We'll just go ahead and start there.
Also
Besides
the red and blue, like
yeah,
no,
together.
I can't get over that. Like at least if you're gonna do this, at least even with that, looks like on SpongeBob when they have like the little mustaches.
Oh yeah, I will say this here, and I will say it with my chest kind of a little bit. I don't want to get beat up, but I really hate the fact that nowadays everybody wants red in their fucking tattoos. It doesn't call for it. Not every single tattoo calls to have some kind of fucking color, and it's usually lettering. Oh, I want my baby daddy's name in red. Shut the fuck up. It's fucking annoying. Get it in black if you must get it, which I don't think you should anyway.
That's a whole other video.
That's a whole another story. I always try to tell my clients, adding color to something doesn't make it look better every single time. Everybody wants it for whatever fucking reason to make it stand out more. It doesn't. If anything, it makes it hide better. And then
I don't think he's gonna be hiding anywhere.
No, he's not. But I also don't understand why he did 3 letters blue, 1 letter red, and why the L in red. I don't fucking know. It's probably part of some kind of gang thing going on. That's usually
aren't those conflicting?
They're conflicting, but you know, some like my other suggestion is when people do just insist on having a color, whether it be blue, red, or whatever, for lettering, I really don't like the way it looks when it's outlined in black and then colored in with the lettering. To me, that makes it look more ghetto.
It looks like your kid wanted to draw into your tattoos and like fill in, but they didn't go towards
and they didn't fill it in all the way. No. So I would say if you must get something in color, especially when it comes to lettering, just do the whole thing, even the outline in the color. Don't do black and then fill it in with the color. It makes it looks worse. It looks bad to me.
I hope nobody looks at this and is like, I want that.
Sad thing is, people most likely will. But yeah, he got holy throat. I hope my guy finds the love of his life pretty soon. Probably in jail. Nani? You ready?
Yes.
Don't judge me.
I'm not mirror them.
Both. Everybody. Don't judge. Even though my whole job right now is judging. But you know, I put myself in the predicament. I put myself in the predicament to do so. I think that's correct. Next tattoo. So we're zoomed in now, guys. Again, like the other. What are your thoughts, Miss Mar?
I know straight lines are like not always the easiest, but that stem is...
Say it with your chest. What's up?
The stem looks like they quickly went like that with Sharpie.
No, for real. Yeah, it's funny because I did a tattoo like this. Like, I think I'll post it right there so y'all can see it real quick. It being a rose and a stem, the stem doesn't have to be straight. So whoever did the tattoo had an out, so it doesn't have to be a straight line because you can make a stem curvy.
But you could do it like in segment. This just is not.
Yeah, no, there's really no because these lines right here on the thorns are very thin.
Yeah.
Except for these ones. But these ones are very thin, and then these lines are very thick. So I don't know if who did this had the skill to thicken the lines with the thin needle on purpose. Mm-hmm. Or if they had the thin needle and they were going over the same lines because they were messing them up to make them that thick. When you see really, really thick and relatively blown out lines, it's usually because they're using a thinner liner. So like usually not a 3, but like a 5 or a 7. They use one of those liners, but they go over the same line too many times, but not exactly the same every time. So it makes them thicker over time. And then it also gets blown out and scarred because of that. Besides that, shading in the leaves.
I want to see the stencil to this, because I don't feel like this was stenciled.
Probably not. That's where I kind of like always get lost, because you would think that if someone were to use a stencil, it couldn't get so out of hand.
Yeah.
Right? But that's why I always say your stencil can dictate how good your tattoo is. But no. And the shading, it's very light, very, very light shading, which kinda is reminiscent on the fact of that he probably, or she probably doesn't know how to do tattoos, as we can see here. The rose, go ahead.
It would probably not be that bad, but the fact that it's a whole back.
It's really big.
Like, that could have also been the thing of, like, they were, like, felt confident, and then it was just like, oh, this is big. Because that top part alone, I feel like, took them forever.
Yeah, him not knowing how to do the tattoo to begin with, and then also making it this big, only hindered what he could. He probably would have done better if it was smaller, just because he doesn't have that much area to cover. And when you're first starting out tattooing, the more area to cover, the more unsure you are of yourself. But with that being said, the color part of this tattoo, it's obviously supposed to be red, but it's not red. And when it heals, it's not going to be red. This is going to be barely pink at the best. The black, he put it relatively in the right areas. The black should have been blacker, and it should have faded out smoother into the red, and then or have like a couple different transition colors. So like from black to dark brown to like a reddish brown to red to pink to white. Cool beans. So this one, I want to give you some background, I guess. So I don't know this guy's name, but he's one of those people that got famous for completely covering his body with tattoos and modifications. Modifications are like implants, cutting like skin and removing skin, or whatever the stuff, or whatever the case may be. So he got really famous off of it. And this is a video, I don't know how real it is. I'm just going to go based off what it says, that he regrets getting all these modifications and tattoos. Tattoo addict. I didn't even realize that it said addict, but tattoo addict cries after just realizing that his tattoos ruined his life. This is his before, this is after. To be fair, person of the video crying doesn't really look like the after photo. So that's one thing, that's one reason why I say it could be fake. But so the reason why I want to bring that to you is, if this is real, which I wouldn't doubt that it hasn't happened before, for someone that goes to this extent of tattoos or body modifications, to the extent that these people go, or someone like him has gone, I can only imagine that after a while, you kind of look in the mirror in regret. Go ahead, say what you got to say.
I think there's a lot that comes from when people are getting heavily tattooed. I mean, a lot of tattoos have meaning for people, and I think when you're going to that extreme, a lot of the times you're usually going through stuff. So I think that's one of the things I hear too, is like, you got tattoos at different times of your life, and maybe you don't want to remember those things, so that could be part of regret. I don't know exactly why he felt they ruined his life. I honestly don't even think the tattoos are it per se. I would say it's probably more of the body modifications.
You don't think these tattoos didn't ruin his life?
I think the body modifications are, he doesn't even have an ear.
Yeah, the body modification part is like on the like far extreme side. Like tattoos, they are tattoos, you know, it is what it is. His whole face is tattooed, like completely black and stuff like that. But the other guy on this side, I think that's the lizard man. I think this is the dude that cut his fingers off. He cut off the 2 fingers, or the 1.
Oh.
I think that's who that is. I think these are 2 different people. But
they probably just got. That kind of sucks, though. I mean, you do all that to kind of, and I mean, not saying you're necessarily doing it to be like unique. But then, no,
because that's not unique. That's just dumb.
Well, I'm just saying, like, them people just, they all, like, kind of lump everybody together still. They're like, oh, you're like that one other heavily
Yeah,
tattoo
because
person.
it
It's
is
like,
what
no,
it
that's
is.
not who I
But like
am.
him, he cut off his ear, his nose. You can see there's something going on with his lips. I think he did like he got his teeth all sharpened. And like I said, if this is who I'm thinking about, he removed either 1 or 2 fingers on each hand because he wanted to look like or an alien or a lizard or whatever. But like I said, this guy doesn't look like the same person because like it looks like he still has his nose a little bit. If I did this to myself, I would cry every night that I ruined my life because you don't even look like how you started. And he was a good looking dude.
Some people are probably happy with their changes and other people aren't. I think it's definitely just something like you really do have to take in consideration.
This one specifically, I would really like to know your guys' input. Do you think you would ever get to an extent where you do this to yourself? If you do you think that you would regret it? Now, this one on the lighter side, I didn't want to put the heaviest one at the end.
Bye.
All right, bye. POV, you booked a $200 session with me. He's showing the process. He shaved. I like that. I personally like to shave against the skin.
Oh.
And this is where you start the fuck up. So, like we said on the last 2 tattoos or whatever we talked about, a stencil is very important. A stencil will take you a long way when it comes to the end product of your tattoos. He started off good. He shaved. He used the little spray stuff to shave it nice. Like I said, I prefer to shave against the grain so it gets more of the hair off. He only shaved with the grain. That's neither here nor there. It looked like he cleaned it off with some kind of spray. I'm assuming alcohol spray, which is what I do as well. And then he put on, it's over there, I don't feel like grabbing it, but he put on Electrum stencil product to place the stencil.
Even I could tell that was too much.
It
I'm
was.
bad about putting too much.
Yeah.
We'll have to like...
So Electrum specifically, it's a gel. So you would think that you need to use more of it, but honestly, it goes a long way. If you do put too much, which it does happen, like she just said, and I to put too much too, all you got to do is wipe it with a paper towel a little bit, put it on, get it a nice even layer. If it looks like it's too much, dab it or wipe a little bit off with the paper towel, rub it a little bit longer so the air dries it out a little bit. Wait a second to put the stencil on, and then you put the stencil on. But here is where you can tell it's too much.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I kind of expected him to
dab it off.
it.
Yeah. So here's where you could tell it's too much.
It looks shiny.
It's far too shiny. So that's where you get the paper towel, you wipe it a little bit more, or you let it air dry a little bit. Then he proceeded to place the stencils. As soon as you touch it, there. It's fucked.
Yeah.
It's already fucked up.
Like, I don't even know if you could reuse that stencil because it's all...
Maybe. If you let it dry out a little bit, maybe. But, I mean, it's not much.
Because everything, like...
It blew out all of it. So it's far too moist for the stencil.
Why?
It's far too wet. See, there's no real good way to say it. It's too much.
The way you said moist, you got all close, and we're like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know y'all liked it. It's too much. It's way too much. So as soon as he placed a stencil to it, the stencil started to blow out. And then this motherfucking rose right here. If you've been tattooing longer than like 5 years, everybody has done this exact fucking rose. I've done that rose 20 goddamn times. Everybody, when you type in rose tattoo, that's the bitch that comes up.
She's here.
Yeah, because I seen that rose the first time I saw that rose and I used it for a tattoo was at least like 10 years ago. So I've been seeing that rose for at least 10 years. This one.
Yeah.
I know it by heart.
You know it by its leaves.
I know it. It's the same shit. This little bullshit fucking chip right there. And then just the whole it's just, I've seen that rose way too many times. So that, if you get a tattoo from somebody and they pull out that motherfucker,
ask for a new one.
Ask for a different one or run away, because that is the sign of a beginner tattoo artist. That rose is the sign. And then he freehands a little bit. Try to fix up his fucked up stencil, which he could have. No. Wait, pause.
You got it. Oh.
I didn't know there was comments.
That's my favorite thing. I'll be watching a video on TikTok before I even see it. As soon as I see the fucked up part, I'm like, oh, let me see the comments.
And then move on. Let's move forward. That's the end product.
That eye is dead. That is a corpse's eye.
It is.
There's no life in that.
No, there's no highlight.
You know, like in animes when they die?
And it goes like,
that's what that is.
No, that's exactly what that is. I don't know.
They should go in with like at this point, just make those like little hands, like someone's coming out of it.
Oh,
and
to make it a
like
creepy,
a little creature like popping out.
Yeah, because it is a creepy. It's a creepy eye.
It's really creepy.
But hidden gem. There's comments. You're gonna have to be quick on the pause.
There's more.
He don't have clients. He has victims.
The eye was in the first victim. This person's sending all their exes to them.
We all gotta start somewhere except here.
Never start here.
Did you pay him the $200? Because you should. Oh yeah, it did say $200 tattoo.
Yeah, it did. That's so much worse.
Oh, but that's if it's true. People be lying. I don't know who this guy is.
Why are you lying?
Yeah, but you know, whatever. Fuck that guy. How do you manage to make a new piece look
like a cover?
Like a cover up. Could
you imagine, like, if that was a cover up, you wanted to cover up your ex's name? That's why the eye would look dead, because that person was dead to you.
Do y'all do? That's probably the best one. Do y'all do walkouts? So yeah, Miss Mar. Final thoughts?
Always practice on your fake skin.
Fake skin first, whether it be like actual fake skin that you can buy, which is like that rubber stuff.
Or even a grapefruit.
Fruit.
Anything but a person.
Back in the day, we used to use pig skin, like buy pig skin from the store. I don't recommend it. It stinks.
I like the grapefruit one, to be honest. When I started, I'd always do grapefruit. I think it helps.
One thing that I showed her how to do, because almost no body part is completely flat, as if you were tattooing practice skin on a table. So I would wrap the practice skin around paper towel to give it that curvature of as if it was arm or stuff, or a leg or whatever. So yeah, practice. It doesn't make perfect, but it makes you better. And
it saves some other people from spending money on your shitty tattoo.
And then spending more money to get it covered up by your boy. So, yeah, there's that.
They all made the first tattoo look great, though.
Oh, yeah, that holy throat. He's going to make some man very happy one day. But I didn't say in the beginning of the video, you have to like, comment, subscribe. These last few videos are doing great. They're fucking soaring to new skies, and I love it. So let's continue it. Grow the empire. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Share it. Comment something about her, because she's new. And I want to see what y'all... If y'all like her, I'll bring her back. If you don't, kick her to the street.
I want you out. I don't even know why you're still here. Step! Step!
She'll be behind the camera from now on. On that note, I will leave you with I love you guys more than you loved me in that crop top. Bye. Because, once you get a tattoo, everybody wants a sleeve, but they never want to plan for their sleeve. You know who I'm talking to. Not you. You're okay.
I was like, I know.
Oh, you're all right.
But I even have mine.
She has her clients that don't plan.
Clients that will come back in to finish.
And don't plan for their fucking tattoos. And then she's the nice one, so I have to talk for her and be like, hey, dirty slut, how about you get the tattoos correctly? Sorry.